his drive, and Pat kind of cut him off, and I felt like he couldn't see Jaylen Brown behind him, so I just went up for extra protection and got the block.
When was that instinctual to just grab it? I
didn't want to hit it and make it go out of bounds. I wanted to keep it in bounds. I think it's just kind of, like you said, instinctual. It's not like I planned it out or anything. Just went after it. So, yeah, just try to grab it.
And then to end, I guess, the game, it was the loose ball. From our vantage point, I just couldn't quite see how that ending steal played out as well.
Kind of seemed like Marcus kind of lost it a little bit. And from there, took another dribble, and I went for it. But felt like he didn't really have control of it at that point.
We've asked you at the start of the year through this year about experience and how do you quantify that, or what does that mean, I guess, in close games, late games throughout this year. But for you, when to hit that three, I know you're not shy about that kind of thing. But what was in a game like this, and you're not shooting as well as you probably like. Just where does that come from, or where do you draw from to take that shot to tie the game and kind of having that confidence?
It was a wide open shot. It was a shot where Bobby pump fake white guy flew by. Another guy came at him, so they were scrambling, and at that point I can't really turn it down. It was a wide open shot. It was a good look for me, and shoot it with confidence. And every shot that I take, I think is going in. I'm pretty mad when I miss them because I feel like they should have went in. So really just sat in there and locked in and knocked it down.
I have more questions about the block. On the block, did you know where your feet were? Because you tiptoed on the way down, you managed to stay in. How were you kind of aware of where you were on the floor?
I think we've been playing this game long enough to kind of fill that out. It's kind of like with that corner three, knowing where out of bounds is and knowing where the 3-point line is. So I think playing this game long enough, I think anybody in that position probably would have done their best to try to stay in bounds.
And then to throw it off smart, is there something when you try to throw the ball off someone? I don't think you typically do it. Are you trying to hit his hip?
Well, at first I was trying to see if I could throw it to somebody down the court, and obviously throw it away from our basket, just because that's rule number one. But when I didn't see anybody and I saw Marcus kind of come with his hands up, just try to throw it off his chest and kind of at an angle to where it wouldn't come back and hit me.
Just for you hit a big three, but also Giannis hits that big three that takes it from 6 to 3. Just what do you think of his performance tonight? I think it's 40 points, kind of taking over multiple points.
Just being Yanni. We rely on him for so many things, defensively, but especially offense. He kind of gets us going, and again, to shoot it with that type of confidence where people don't consider him a 3-point shooter, but him being that open and it being a kick-out 3, that's what he's been working on, and timely 3, and he knocked it in.
I think they scored their 98th point with 8 minutes left. That means they scored 9 points across the final 8 minutes. What did you guys find? It felt like you were struggling all night to get stops, and then you closed that game with just stop after stop.
A little bit of luck. No, I think it's just the intensity of the game, knowing that we're confident in our defense. I think everybody kind of stepped it up a notch to really just sit there and be like, well, we got to get stops. And from there, Pat did a great job switching on the guys. Bobby did a great job switching on the guys. Wes always does great, but I think it came down to kind of Pat and Bobby just playing well and playing solid, not letting them get to the basket and get easy layups, but contested tough twos.
I know you said, after the last game that you liked some of the shots you were taking and they just weren't falling. Just how did you feel in this game?
Same way. Again, there's a lot of shots that I've been taking and I like, and they might hit back rim or they might rim out. Again, I got the type of team and coaches that tell me to continue to shoot that because they're going to need it. And, down the stretch, I had a wide open 3. So.
And then just, you guys obviously still got more of the series to go, and you don't want to stay sort of even keeled, I know. But to win this game at the trail end of the fourth quarter, to come out of here and go up right now, just kind of what is the feeling? How huge is this for you?
It's a big win. that was the plan. The plan was to come here and to get a win. And no matter if it was we were up 20, no matter if we were down 20, we wanted to leave here with the win, and we did the best we could and got the win.
Jrue, when you're down 14, I think it's about 10 minutes left in the game. You'll have a timeout. Does that feel kind of like almost an now or never moment where you start to run out of time to get your opportunities in check and get that offense moving?
Honestly, we was in timeout talking about there's a lot of time left. We've seen 14 points decimate just like that. We know it's the playoffs, and we know this is a great offensive team and defensive team, but we've also done it ourselves where we've been up and just kind of walked teams down, or teams have walked us down and kind of came back. So we just always stay with that confidence that there's always going to be time left, and if we take care of business, we'll always give ourselves a chance.
And what can you say about Bobby's sort of dirty work?
Huge,
on the night?
Huge. I mean, I thought I had it. Me and Marcus were fighting like at the 3-point line, and I thought it was coming straight to me. And man, Bobby came out of nowhere. That was big. That was huge.
Is part of what has defined you guys in this run, dating back to last year, but certainly still part of it this year, your ability to find the path to a win, even when it looks pretty narrow to other people, to figure out how to win a game like this?
I think a lot of it is just confidence in ourselves. I mean, obviously we're in Boston. We're down 14 in the fourth quarter. Like, you kind of just people would say that everything's against us, but we come together. And I feel like we've done that multiple times, and we'll live and die by that. Having each other's backs, just wrapping arms and going out there and fighting. And honestly, just leaving it on the line, leaving it out there on the court every single game.
Thanks, Jrue.
All right.